Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Spooky, and here I'm talking about a topic that has been on my heart a lot recently. And the reason why it's been on my heart a lot recently is because a lot of the YouTubers that I watch are around the ages of 18 to 30. Let's say that's a good estimation. And there's a lot of talk about being in your 20s and how you don't have to have it all figured out. And if you're not 20 or if you're over 20, you can still get something from this video. So I'm just going to talk about how in life we don't need to rush things. I'm 20, I'm about to be 21 next month, and I know a lot of people around my age or that are younger than me or that are much older than me. And being 20 is very hard. I mean, you get out of high school and you're taught to go right into college and to get a degree and you're going to get a job. That's not how it works. For me, I've been to 3 different schools. I've been on and off. I had 4 different jobs, and I've been unsatisfied with so many different things. Depressed, through anxiety, and there's just nothing feels like it's working out. And that's totally normal. That's supposed to happen while you're in your younger years, and sometimes even when you're older, but I'm talking specifically the 20-year-olds and up, that we don't need to have it all figured out, guys. That's the best part about living. Changing majors, changing your career paths, going out, experiencing things, having fun, making risks. That's what life is about. It's about living. I've heard from a lot of different people that in your 20s it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. You're going to go through relationships, opportunities, accomplishments, failures. That's all a part of the living process. I know a lot of people that went down one path, whether they wanted to be a doctor or they wanted to be like an animator or something, and they've done completely other things compared to what their career paths have told them to do, whether that's been parents, teachers, or people who've been guiding them. In life, you're supposed to guide your own path. In life, you're supposed to guide your own path. You're supposed to be your own person, your own voice. It's good to hear what people have to say to you, but it's also good to know that you are the ones who are going to be ultimately making the decisions of what's going to make you happy for the better suit of your life. Now, that is the greatest thing. Now, my career path, I've always wanted to be a director, so I went to LA for film school, and it totally changed to something else. I want to do YouTube videos, and now we have 46 subscribers, and we're climbing up slowly, and I say this every time, but this is what I want to do. I have so many people who hate on me, so many people who doubt me, so many people who say you cannot do that. I have friends that want to get in the music industry. I have friends that want to be painters. I have friends that want to be comedians, that want to do a bajillion different things, and no matter what path you go on, whether that's Facebook friends or Twitter followers or Instagram followers, it does not matter, because in the end of those days, those people aren't going to be there for you, okay? They're not going to be there for you. The ones who are going to be there for you, or if you have a spiritual belief, or if you don't, or in the end of times, it's going to just be up to you. Okay, you and maybe some of your family, but in the end, it's just going to be you, and you have to be your #1 supporter. You have to be the one to drive you, to make sure you're going to grind, and to make sure that you're going to accomplish things. And no matter what, you may be your own worst enemy, but sometimes remember, you are not alone. And now I'm saying you have to do these things and hold yourself accountable, but remember, if you get depressed, if anything happens to you, if you feel mentally ill, physically ill, there are people there to help you. Don't feel like this is a journey for your own. Being in your 20s is a mess. I've been through so many different things right now, and I wouldn't know how to handle half the things if I didn't have friends or family there for me. People who care about my health. Now, my career, they could either support it or don't support it. That's up to me. But when it comes to health, take care of yourself. Just know that you're not alone. A lot of people get really depressed. They think about things and they start getting on the pills, or they start going to drugs, or they start going to drinking. That's a substitute. That's a substitute, because sometimes it's the only thing that can be there for a person and that can help them at that time. But there's so many other things that you could be going about it. I know so many people that are doing better for themselves right now. And even if you make a mistake, there's always a chance to come back from it. That's what 20s are being about. I mean, whether you're 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, it doesn't matter. Even if you're older than that or younger than that, just know that your dreams can always be accomplished and they can always get to where they want to be, no matter what. Just think of the small accomplishments that you've done so far. I mean, honestly, you can't sit here and say that you have not accomplished anything in your life. Sure, you've had failures, and it's always easier to remember the failures over the accomplishments, but just remember that you are better than that. You're only 20, or you're in your early 20s or your late 20s. You are going to find yourself in these years. That's what these years are about. Whether you're in your mama's basement, okay, or you're living on your own, or you don't know your parents, or you're having bad issues with family members, friends, and you feel alone, or even if you're out there successful and you're making all the money that you want, but you feel trapped and you want to go somewhere else. I've heard it all, guys. I've heard it from all kinds of the spectrum and from everybody, all colors, shapes, sizes. It does not matter. When you are young, there's so many things to do and there's so much in the world that you can go out and look for. You just have to be willing. Sometimes you have to take chances. I know people who want to move places but don't take that opportunity because they are scared, because they are too involved. They have a job, or they have bills to pay, or they have things to pay. Okay, we'll save enough money to do those things. Oh, but I got payments here and there. Then what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and be trapped the rest of your life? Come on now. I mean, I lived a lot of different places, and yeah, I have family members that help me, but then again, I've been fortunate. Some people aren't fortunate, but does that mean that they're lesser than me? No, that means they just gotta work harder and grind harder, okay? I have to grind harder to get to things that I want to do. I want to do YouTube. I better be busting my ass as much as I can to get to the level of where people are, okay? Nobody starts out on the same level, guys. That is just life. Okay, it is unfair. No one starts on the same level. When we're 20, when we're 30, when we're 40, when we're 50, okay, we grow in our experience, our wisdom, we learn and we pass our knowledge down. That's what we should be doing. But we should not stop, feel trapped, or feel okay with where we are. We should keep going for the next achievement, the next success. You want to get a house, you want to get a car, you want to get a phone, you want to move out, you want to go to school, you want to go back to school, then do these things, guys. Don't feel like it's the end of the world. Don't feel like you're at a crossroad and there's nowhere to go or come from or out of there. Okay, there's always an open door. There's closed doors, but you just gotta look for an open door. And if there's no open door, you know what you have to do? You have to break that motherfucker down and you have to go through it. Okay, make your past, make your present, make your future. Enjoy your life because you only got one of them, right? 20s are very difficult, okay? And I'm just starting into them. But I want to pass on and pass forth my knowledge for people to understand that you don't have to live by society telling you you have to do certain things. I don't want to go back to school right away, but that doesn't mean that I won't want to in the future, okay? I have friends that would die to go to school that just don't have the opportunity, but they're working hard to gather the money. I have other friends going out partying, enjoying their time. That's what makes them happy. Do what makes you happy, because in the end of the day, when we hit 30s, 35s, 40s, when we're parents, adults, or in our career paths and stuff, do you want to be the person who's like, I wish I had learned these things before, or I had tried these things before? Or do you want to be the person that is proud of who you were before? No matter what you do, guys, no matter if you've gone to jail, or if you've messed up, or if you've been expelled from schools while you were younger, it does not matter. In your 20s, you can do anything you want to do. In your 30s, you can make up for the time and you could go back to school. You can do tons of different things. In your 40s, your 50s, 60s, I don't care how old you are. No matter what, find your happiness. You can make your life 10 times better than it is right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I just want to share the journey with you guys. So my name is Spooky, or Brandon. I love you guys so much. And at the end of the day, don't forget the STL.